Hi everybody, you're on board with Ryan and Stacey from Mad Sales. They were kind enough to allow me to put a GoPro camera on their boat so that we can watch them execute a perfect pin end start in the first race of the 2015 Midwest District Championships at Carlisle Sailing Association. As Ryan turns back towards the pin to set up for his start, you'll notice there's a lot of other boats that are coming down to follow him for the to the pin end. There's also several boats back there who are setting up for a midline or boat end start. If you see championship racers like Ryan and Stacey at the pin end, chances are very, very good that the pinned end is favored for that particular start. You might notice Ryan maneuvering. He's doing two things. He's making sure that he doesn't get to the pin too early. He's also protecting his hole so that he can start with speed. A couple things I want you to watch is when Ryan does come up into the wind to make his start, I want you to watch his technique that he uses to manage his main sheet and his tiller. It's some really great boat handling skills. Now watch Stacey as she trims up, how she focuses on the top of her jib to make sure that the air is flowing correctly for the wind conditions. Now see that pin that just went by? Ryan won the pin, and that is a perfect pin end start, exactly how you want to do it. And we had joked around about the GoPro camera potentially distracting his start. That obviously did not happen. Great start, Ryan. Now we're going to watch him race. All right, as we watch Ryan and Stacey sail the boat, a couple things that I think are worth mentioning here. One is with this wide angle GoPro camera, it's sometimes deceiving. Ryan's weight is relatively forward, as is Stacey's, and what they are doing, since the wind is relatively light, is keeping their weight forward and probably just forward of center to keep the bow of the boat in the water, because the rule is that you sail downhill in light wind. You can see Ryan putting boats behind him, and you can see that the pin end was really favored by how he is just so far ahead of everybody else. Of course, he's sailing fast, but also he's going to sail really well and put this boat into his dirty air before he tacks, so you can watch him do that. Okay, now as Ryan and Stacey get ready to tack back over to the right side, you can notice them communicating. They're probably talking about how the wind looks over there. They're talking about other boat positions. Now they've punched out far ahead, so they don't have too many boats to worry about. But I want you to watch Stacey as they do the roll tack. Notice how she brings her weight down to the low side of the boat and then brings her weight back over as the boat crosses head to wind. This helps roll the boat through the tack, and notice how they get the boat nice and heeled. Stacey's head is up, focusing on her jib to where what she should be doing, and now Ryan is positioning his weight back up and forward, because remember, we want our weight forward on light wind days, like it was on this particular day in Carlisle. As we wrap up, I want to thank Ryan and Stacey for allowing us to hop on board. Ryan has always been helpful to us up-and-coming racers to tune our boats both on and off the water, so we appreciate that. Also, congratulations, because he did go on to win this race and the second race in the entire regatta for that matter. So congratulations. For you guys who are watching the video, hopefully you learned a thing or two, and if you'd like to see more videos, visit fleet135.com.